This whole idea of godfatherism in any state has never literally gone down well in the history of Nigeria. Now, in the case of the former governor of Rivers State and the current minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Chief Barrister Ezebunwonye Wike, and his successor, Similai Fubara, these two have been going loggerheads in recent times as they are trying to show who is the boss. In Wike's terms, he doesn't like ingrates. In Simlaya's terms, I don't like godfatherism. So how are we going to blend? How are we going to reach an agreement? Now, in recent times, there were alleged situations whereby people were saying, Wike is trying to make Rivers State the way that allegedly the current president godfatherized Lagos State, in the sense that he was bringing each governor into power, allegedly. Now, I do tell people that Rivers State is the most complex state ever in Nigeria. Why? Because it's a state with over 20 local governments in it, 23 precisely. And unlike every other state in Nigeria, every other region in Nigeria that has a central language, Rivers State is out of the game. Because they have 23 local governments and 23 languages and 23 cultures. In as much as their culture may seem to be alike, there are always major differences in their language that is causing a barrier. That is why you will see during election period, the Ogonis will come out and say, it's time for us to rule. The people that are categorized to be the river region of like the Ijaws will come out and say, oh, it is our turn to rule. The other set of people will come out, let's say the HAs and the Omoma people will come out and say, this is what we want to do. It causes that kind of conflict that it has been managed for a long time. But whereas godfatherism cannot be done in River State is because of this language barrier. Because that supposed godfather would only be ruling one set of people, which are his people. And that is the only place where his hands can place on the issue of godfatherism. Now, for quite some time, we've been having Ikwere people produce governors from the time of Celestine Omeha, the former governor, to Amechi Rotimi, the former governor, yes, to Ezebunwonye Wike, yeah, the former governor. Now it has shifted power to the hands of the Ijaws, and that is where we have Simlaye Fubara. So of recent times, we've had clashes where they had to call people to settle them, or you saw where some boys went down and so some supposed paramilitary personnel splashed water on the governor and was shooting at him, and then out of rage, he fired a lot of people because they were to be Wike's cabals and they were taking orders and giving secrets of his administration to the former governor. Now, this whole thing has actually been turning social media upside down. And now some people are saying if Wike likes, let him call a world conference, invite CNN and invite BBC. Simlaye Fubara is his leader by virtue of being the River State governor. I had a conversation with somebody and he said, Wike does not know that Simlaye Fubara has the sole authority of telling the federal government to say, oh, this minister is from my state. I do not want him to be there. He should come down. Constitutionally, it's the right of the governor. But he said the reason why the governor cannot do that at this point is because it's more like an exchange of secrets. You have mine, I have yours. If you expose mine, I expose yours. And Wike hasn't exposed anything about him yet, so he cannot expose anything about Wike. Whether we like it or not, this issue of godfatherism is making Nigerians, or even each individual state, go down. And if governors or current leaders do not fight it, it becomes a problem. Now let's head to the reaction segment and see how those toll between Wike and Fubara are going down. Now Wike is just causing confusion here and there. You know, they used to call him Mr. Project. I think there's a song that actually says, be by his size, a big man is a big man. And as he did sweet us, he had so many slogans, he had so many songs, Mr. Project, Mr. This, Mr. That, attached to his name. But why wouldn't he let another man achieve what he wants to achieve as a governor? You've achieved a lot of flyovers. Trust me, I don't think there's any state that has the amount of flyovers that Rivers State has, especially in a particular governor's regime. It was so much of a flyover that we still flying over. Exactly. In as much as it decongested a lot of things, it ruined a lot of businesses. Because some people's houses were shut down, broken, and then how much are you giving them in this hard time to build another house? Someone will now come and give you ₦1,000,000 because of your house that you spent more than ₦1,000,000 for. That is to show you how gullible people have become. That they forget to do their proper calculation before accepting anything from the government. Let's move up ahead. Now, for someone who betrayed Rotimi Amechi, complaining of Simlaye Fubara being ungrateful is absolutely shocking and embarrassing. The earlier PDP suspends Wike, the better. Oh, sorry. PDP is a toothless opposition party. Nigerians are ready to show shades, though. They are not looking at anybody's face when they are talking. They will tell you the way it's paining them, and if you like it, you take it. If you don't like it, you go and rest. They'll tell you you will not beat anybody. Okay. Now, why Wike is saying he doesn't like ingrates? Sim Fubara says he doesn't like godfatherism. Take it or leave it. How we want context settle this matter now for you? How do we settle it? Wike doesn't like ingrates because this quote is directly going to the governor. You're obviously becoming an ingrate. I helped you, or I put you where you are. Are we not bigger than that level whereby people bring who will succeed them? This is not a monarchy system. It's been happening, and I don't think it has any way it's going to stop. Yes, the monarchy, the first son of the king becomes automatically the king when the original king dies, and the only way it's going to be averted is if the king says, "Oh, I have a bastard son outside that is going to be king," or "I want your second brother to be king," or "I want so and so person to be king." But this is not a monarchy system. Why do we keep on letting government or leaders appoint who comes after them? The fact you feel that this person is competent enough doesn't make the society understand or feel that this same person is competent enough. Still moving up ahead, Wike should learn to remain in his boundaries. He is now in the FCT. He should focus on building more flyovers there than in Port Harcourt. We are done with the flyovers. Okay, I don't know how far the Ring Road project has gone, but I hope it goes far, because administrations like abandoning projects by former administrations. Like I know Wike abandoned the or rather he did not complete the monorails that was being undertaken by the former Minister of Transportation and former Governor of Rivers State, Rotimi Amechi. That would have been a massive project in Rivers State and a tourist attraction. So they should not start engaging in wars whereby the ring road will be abandoned, because a lot of things have been brought down to build that ring road. And to the fact that you're continuing from where your predecessor stopped by continuing in flyovers. What happened to the educational system? So let's not just throw shades at one person. Let's put out the other person and get to see your flaws. And what are these two men arguing about that they would not let the Rivers people breathe? Do you want to know more? Do you really want to know what they are dragging about, or what their whole issue is about? Do want to stick to InfoGist TV, and we're going to bring you more InfoGist. Thank you very much.